Hey, yo, listen. This might be the realest video I ever did in my life. Matter of fact, let me take my glasses off so y'all know that I'm serious. It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected. No, this ain't that type of video. Let's get started.
DJ Bandana.
All right, check this right. This is my open letter to Hasan Campbell, Mr. Poppy, whatever like that. I know you guys are probably looking at the title, looking at the thumbnail and all that, and thinking this is about to be some old crazy type back and forth video like that. I'm letting you know now, this is not that type of video. I was just having a little bit of fun in the beginning or whatever like that too, and I'm explaining to you why. But more importantly, before we even start this video, I know that this camera is really clear so you can see the stain on my shirt. I'm just letting you know now in my Hasan Campbell voice, I'm a fat, skinny whatever. But anyways, I'm at work right now. Earlier I had some lunch, some ribs and a little soul food and all that. Some of it spilled on my shirt. So just want to get that clear, right? So listen, on a serious note, right? I'm being 100% serious right now. As men, or I could say as men growing up where I grew up at, it's honorable to admit when you've done something that might have been, I say, perceived as wrong, right? And I'm being 100% honest with y'all right now. I never did a video like this before, but it's just something that I've really been thinking about for a while. I actually recorded this video before, and then I was just like, nah, Black, you being a sucker, nah, don't do that, da-da-da, you got to go all the way with it like that. So what my beliefs and what I felt about the Hasan Campbell situation, I still to this day still feel the same way that I feel, but the way that I went about it, I say, just based off of my standards and my morals and the type of person that I am, I could have did it. I could have did it differently. I could have did it a little bit better. Like I said, I did try to inbox him. I did try to reach out to him. Left me on scene or like that too. Which that's his choice. He can do that. And I just want to say honestly, just in my just being humble like that too, Hasan Campbell. I see that you are going through a lot. I honestly do feel that you do need some sort of counseling or some sort of help or like that too. I think not only just to help you, but for you to be able to help others. So everything that I said prior to this video and all the other videos or like that too, I still feel that way, but maybe I shouldn't have put it the way that I did, put it. And I say that to say this, right? So I'll share a story with you, right? So there was somebody who was kind of close to me, and they were going through something, and they were asking me for advice, like, yo, how do I, like, fix the situation? And I was telling them, like, yo, this is obvious how you fix the situation. This is what you do to fix the situation. And they didn't listen. And their situation wound up turning out worse. If they listened to what I was saying, or the advice that either me or other people were saying, their situation would have turned out that way. And that situation made me think about this situation, because at the end of the day, I can't be mad at that person for not taking my advice. I can't be mad at that person for doing something wrong and other people following that person or seeing what they're doing, because you can't make people think. You can't make people listen. You can't not make people think. I'm not trying to be offensive. This is really a positive video. You can't make people see things the way that you see things. So, for example, not to stir the whole thing back up like that too. I'm just giving you some context to why I'm doing this video. Yes, I am apologizing for the way that I went about things. Some of the stuff that I said, but even the stuff that I said, I didn't really get. Most of it was jokes, like the same way he jokes. I didn't really get disrespectful until he started being disrespectful about my mother, and even when he called me a fat, skinny I didn't really care about that. But when you cracking jokes about my mom, like we in 5th grade like that too, I gotta say something back. Like at the end of the day, I'm a man. But I said it to say this. So a lot of the views and opinions that Hasan Campbell have, just me, myself, I feel like it's common sense. Like, no, you shouldn't do this stuff. But I can't make other people feel the way that I feel. So I'll give you an example like this, right? So if I tell somebody like, yo, you can't walk in the street with a blindfold on, you're probably gonna get hit by a car. I'm saying, like, if you walk in the street with a blindfold on, you're probably gonna get hit by a car. And he tells them, well, you got a right to walk in the street and get hit by a car. I can't be mad if they don't see things the way that I'm saying, even though it's common sense to me. Like, yo, if you walk in the street with a blindfold, you're gonna get hit by a car. And that's what happened with the situation. It really stemmed from the situation with the Benzino thing. My only point of doing that video was to say, like, when you get put over by the police, it's not okay to mouth off to the police. They're not kidnapping you. You're not being enslaved or like that too. It's not just because you're black. You're cursing these people out, saying all type of crazy race type stuff to these people is making your situation worse. And at the end of the day, I can't make somebody see that common sense and say, yo, that's wrong. If they want to follow what you're saying, that's on them. And honestly, I had a lot of time to think about it, and it's just, I can't be mad at somebody for not seeing something I see as common sense. Now, as far as the whole thing with Africa being bad and all that, at the end of the day, I personally, I don't believe I'm not saying it didn't happen to you. The full story of what happened, how it happened, a different time like that, I personally don't believe that, because it doesn't make sense based off of what he was saying. But I can't be mad at other people for believing it or following it or taking it a certain way. And I can't be mad at him for feeling the type of way that he feels. I mean, he's the person that went through it. So really just thinking about the whole situation is just kind of silly. Like, my biggest issue with Hasan Campbell was that you're just talking about these problems. You're not, from what we can see, doing anything about these problems. Like, you talk about uplifting people, but then you cursing women out in Burger King. You talk about the gangs and stuff in the Bronx River and how you in the hood because you want to, and they in the hood because they stuck, but then you're visiting the hood. Those things are offensive to me because I deal with actually helping the hood. I don't just get on YouTube and say a bunch of issues like that. Even right now, going back to school, I'm helping a couple different kids with going back to school stuff. That's not even just kids just to try to help. Like, I'm more of a person where I don't believe in like protesting and peaceful marching and stuff like that too. Something has to be done. But on the flip side of that, I'm wrong for trying to make you feel that you have to be the same way. If you want to just, if your fight, what you saying to fight is just you getting on the internet and you talking about the issues, if that's what the fight is for you, I can't tell you how to fight. The fight for me is to actually go do something about those issues, to actually do this volunteer work I do with the community, to actually get out here in these streets and talk to these young kids and squash these different beefs and do this different stuff and volunteer money and donate different stuff. That's the type of way that I fight as far as we're trying to help the community. So I can't be mad at another man for, and I wasn't even mad, but it was just a silly situation. Like, I really thought about it. You really can't, like, you can't be mad at somebody don't see something the way that you see it. And I honestly was wrong for the way that I did go about it. Like I said, I did a video. Even when you look at the video, I'm not saying the video was wrong. It's just that maybe a large group of people are devoted to basically anything that he says. So even if the sky is blue and he says the sky is yellow, and I'm showing him that it's blue, I can't, that was kind of the same situation. I can't be mad at them for wanting to follow what he's saying or not looking up in the sky for themselves to see this type of stuff. And I'm not trying to be funny like that. I'm just giving you an example. That might have been a bad example, but that's just basically the way that I'm trying to explain it. And at the end of the day, you said something, Hasan Campbell, if you watched this, you said something in one of your, I believe it was a live video a while back, and you were saying like how we're better off, not saying helping each other, coming together, but as far as trying to tear each other down. My intentions, honestly, was never, prior to the video you talking about my mother, my intentions was never to tear you down. Even in that video, I still told people, don't not follow him, don't not support him because of what I'm saying. This is just my personal issue like that too. So that wasn't my intentions, and it kind of looked like that's what happened. Like, a lot of people, even if you look at my comments, was going off crazy. Oh, he this, he that, whatever like that too. That's not for me to judge at the end of the day. Like, he's a man, like I'm a man. Once he started talking about my mother and then going on all this tough talk, you from Buffalo and I'm from Bronx River and everything like that too. Like, they only made real people in one place. Like, there's suckers and there's real people everywhere. Like, you don't know me, just like I don't know. I mean, I know a little bit more about you because you're on the internet, like kind of broadcasting it, but I don't. The same type of people that is in your city is the same type of people that is in my city. What you willing to do, the extremes you willing to do, I'm willing to do the same thing. And the way that he was disrespectfully talking, I understand he had a right to feel upset because the way that he took the video was that I was just, he made a point too. He was saying like how he wake up and there's 50 videos about him. And sometimes I watch some of those videos and it's like, it's really just for views. Like, there's no point in their video. If you look at the video that I was saying, the point of my video was trying to help somebody not get arrested or not get hurt by the police. Or even when I did the video about, I think it was him and Uncle Murder or something like that. And I know Uncle Murder. Like, it was based off of a real fact, and I showed real facts to back it up, which was just my opinion based off of those facts. But I can't be mad at somebody else's opinion being based off of that fact. So, honestly, homie, if you listen to this right now, like I said, we ain't got to be cool. We ain't got to be friends. We definitely got to do the back and forth no more. But honestly, as a man, I commit that I was wrong in the way that I went about it. Like, I want to make this clear. I still feel the way that I feel about those issues, that it should be more done and less just talking about it or saying one thing and doing something different. Like, if you're showing people that you're the next Malcolm X and you're this person that's trying to help the community, but then you get mad when somebody say something about you and you in the hood. Yeah, I'm in the hood. I came there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was looking for you. It's kind of a mixed message. It's like, to me, I can see it like this is not adding up, but I can't be mad for other people not seeing it the same way. And honestly, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Again, it's just my opinion. This is the way that I feel about the situation. But honestly, at this point, if it's anything that I can do to even help, like, say for example, if Hasan Campbell was doing like a back to school drive or something like that, I have no problem donating to the back to school drive to try to help these kids get school books and pencils like that too, to be better for school. I'm not just okay with let's do 3 videos of saying how kids don't have stuff to go back to school. I'm not just gonna get on the internet and kids don't have nothing to go back to school and these parents should be doing this and men should be standing up and doing this and they should have stuff to go back to school. I'm not, that's the issue that we have. That's the difference that we have there. I can't get on the internet and just say this is an issue, this is a problem, and this needs to be fixed, and then do nothing to fix it. Like I said, I don't know what you do behind doors. You may be building schools behind doors like that too. I don't know. We don't know that. And based off of those videos, I don't know that. Like, as far as what I'm seeing, it doesn't look that way. And off of what you even saying about the money that you get from the super chat and what you going to do and none of the stuff actually gets done, to my eyes, it just seemed kind of fraudulent. And like I said, if it's something that we can do as a community, especially with us black YouTubers, as far as not even sticking together, like we don't have to be cool, we don't have to be friends. I don't personally have an issue with you. Like, I honestly feel that if you went to counseling or got some help, and you even said it yourself, you stressed out, you can't sleep, you're paranoid like that too, that's an issue. You can't hurt people. You can't help somebody to the extreme of what you could if you're hurting too. Like, you can't, I don't know really how to explain it, but if you're hurt, if you're still like going on, have these issues built up in you like that, it's only but so much you could do to help somebody else. I would love to see you be happy in life, be okay, not be stressful like that too, and go on and have millions and millions of followers. You do have a big following. And a lot of stuff that you're saying, honestly, in those videos is right. I'm not saying what he's saying in those, besides the Benzino one and the stuff that I said don't add up. A lot of what he's saying is right. We do need to stop hurting each other. We do need to spend money in our own community. We do need to do this stuff. My only issue is I'm not with just repeatedly saying that in the videos. Let's actually do it. If we come up with a plan, you say, okay, me, Hasan Campbell, and whoever else, for the next 3 months, each one of us is going to donate $50 a month to this inner city charity or something like that. I'm 100%. We could put everything to the side. I don't care if you do 1,000 videos about me. At the end of the day, I'm about helping. That's what I got on this platform to do. Not necessarily just to help people, because my platform is more so of, I'm a DJ. The stuff that I talk about on radio, I just wanted to bring it on a broader scale to reach out to more people as far as YouTube. But as far as outside of YouTube, outside of my job, where I'm at right now, outside of DJing, my life has been dedicated to helping people. So when it got to a point where I seen that it was one person that was in my comments, right? So it was one guy, and I don't remember his name, but he said something to me that kind of stuck with me. He was like, and he wasn't being disrespectful. He was basically saying like, yo, Black, like, you better than this. Like, you shouldn't be beefing with this man like that too. And they was even saying in the situation that I'm right, but I shouldn't be going back and forth doing videos and beefing with another black man that's trying to do something in his own way. Like, you may feel that me volunteering or me going to the hood and squashing this beef is not fighting a fight, that I should just be on YouTube just talking about the issues or bringing awareness to the issues like that too. So I can't be mad at you for feeling that way. You can't be mad at me for feeling that way. But honestly, I humbly apologize if anything I did got you to the point to where you're at right now. Because like, I seen a video that he did, and it really just was like, matter of fact, it was the video about what's dude's name? My Son. And when I was watching the video, you could tell that he was a little bit upset that my Son wouldn't help, and he basically saying like, yo, that's not my fight, that's your fight. At the end of the day, the same way that I would help, if somebody from my neighborhood called me right now, like, yo, somebody from over here jumped me, I know you know the people over here, could you try to squash it like that too? I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to put my life on the line. That's how dedicated I am to helping my community or helping my people, or like that too. So when I seen Hasan Campbell, a lot of people were saying like he was just coming at my Son, or he was just sending shots like that too. Honestly, what I seen somebody who was hurt, who felt that somebody should have helped him. Somebody who was, and I'm not saying this in a sucker way, like, yo, you a sucker, you was crying for help, or like that too, but I seen somebody who was hurt, who had an issue, who felt like, oh, this should be all of our issue. We all should fight to try to do this. We all should be doing this. And you really was hurt at his response. And I was looking like, damn, like, he a grown man, hurt that another grown man wouldn't help him. But at the end of the day, you're no different than the people that I would help in the street. So in that situation, I understand it. I felt what you were saying. I might not agree with it, because like I said, he's a grown man, you're a grown man, and a lot of people just don't care. Like, it's not like a big issue to people when it's like you're not personally doing anything about it besides talking about it. Like, every video is, no matter what the video subject is, it always boils back to Bam or Bam Bada like that too. So for the average person who don't know the full story, it just kind of seemed like you just can't get, not saying to get over it, because that's not something you can get over, but you're not doing anything about it, in our opinion. And we could be wrong, but like I said, I don't want to just ramble on, but I really wanted to just get this video out. Like I said, I recorded the video before and I deleted it because I was like, nah, you a sucker, you can't do that, da, da, da. But honestly, I really honestly sat back and I thought about it, and I could have went about it a different way. I could have honestly just said nothing. Like, honestly, a lot of people that was in the comments, like, why would he talk about your mother? Why would he do this? Which I still feel was kind of low and disrespectful. And the fat, skinny in part, that was hilarious. You get points with that. That was hilarious. All them other jokes were stuck in the 80s, though. But honestly, I did a video about him first. But it was based off of me caring. It was based off of me trying to, even if you look at those videos, it was me trying to even, with that, help him still do my Bandana Black video kind of jokes and stuff here and there too, but he may not have took it that way or like that too. So that was never my intentions. But anyways, DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, Even More Respected, Mr. Hashtag I Am Buffalo. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that. Hasan Campbell, honestly, I wish you the best. Like I said, we ain't got to be friends. We're not going to agree. We're not going to agree on everything. Some of the stuff you say, I do agree with. Some of the stuff I say, you might agree with too. But at the end of the day, that's what makes us different. That's what makes us human. We're not robots. We don't all think the same. We ain't all been through the same thing. But that's just all I got to say. It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, Even More Respected. My lunch break is almost over. I'm out.
DJ